Right, sorry for that. I got a little bit stressed because Instagram has changed so much in their app as well. I couldn't find a live session anymore. How do I start a live streaming? So I was searching and searching. I didn't know where to find it. So I'm tuning in a little bit late. So that's why things aren't. I had to adjust my camera and everything like that. So hello after you as well on Second Live. Let me see who jumped in. Oh, difficult usernames. Cheyenne, Iris, Monk, good to have you here. And hello to everyone on Instagram as well. I mean, those usernames get just longer and stranger. So, anyway, we'll be starting in a minute or two, just giving everyone a chance to jump on board. And before we get started, a special welcome to everyone that joined the Vero True Social platform recently. I know some of you are listening in, those new users. I just said that Instagram has changed a lot. I had to search for my my live button, how you go live in Instagram. I didn't find it anymore, so it was hidden somewhere. And but other changes have been taking place as well. And a lot of users are dissatisfied with Instagram, and this happens every year. That's what they do, and every year people get dissatisfied, and every year we see more and more users going to Vero True Social. I started an account there for a little bit over a year ago. Perfect platform, much better than Instagram. It has so much more functionality. Besides, unless it doesn't have streaming, live streaming. Maybe there's a good reason for that. I don't know, but it doesn't matter. We use for those that are on Vero, we use a Jitsi meeting room, which is free, and you can just pop that up on your browser, on your telephone, and it works straight out of the box. No account or anything extra needed. So, and we also use that same meeting room for our Matrix chat as well. Anyway, enough technical chat. Welcome to you all. And again, a special welcome to all the new users of Vero True Social. If you haven't tried Vero True Social, I can highly recommend it. Go to vero.co and create an account there, and you will notice what a breath of fresh air it is compared to that Meta-owned bullshit, basically. That's what it is. Anyway, somehow people like bullshit, so that's why we're still on Facebook and Instagram. But yeah, let's get started. The theme for today is Irritations, Distractions. I come by the theme because every Thursday we have live meditation sessions outdoors here behind my house in a nature reserve with a little group, lots of fun. We go to different areas each time and experience different things as well. There's a lot of variety there. And last Thursday we went to a place that was a little bit down by the water, by the sea. And I didn't realize it right away, but there were people sitting and drinking some beers there and enjoying their time. I thought it was totally empty, that nobody was there, just our group. But I didn't realize it right away. But there was probably a reason for that, because I kind of thought we kind of started right away, and I saw them and I was like, oh, I'm sorry, apologies, because we're going to do a little meditation here. They weren't they didn't mind that meditation. But since they were drinking some beers, they weren't very quiet. They didn't take us in consideration. So they started talking, laughing loud during the meditation, and we took that as, well, it became part of our meditation, to say it that way. But it also became an exercise for how to deal with distractions and irritation. So actually, I'm quite grateful and thankful that those two were drinking and talking there. Because afterwards I asked the participants who got irritated, who got distracted by their talking and laughing. And luckily nobody got very irritated, but of course they got distracted. But the lesson here basically is what you do with that. Because when you go into a meditative state, or when you try to go to a meditative state, your mind is maybe thinking, oh, I want peace and quiet. And that's not always possible. Those that come to my courses and workshops also say, yeah, but I have like 4 kids running around. It's never a quiet moment in my house. And when I go outside, there's a road there with cars and trucks passing by. There's no calm, there's no quiet, but you can still get into that meditative state. Actually, you can use some distractions even as a source to get into a meditative state more easily. Um, so, for example, with that couple that was drinking while we were meditating and talking, what you can do, of course, you notice that that couple, oh, there are people talking there, and it is distracting. Yes, so you note that. The thing is, what you do with that distraction, do you get irritated, or do you let it go, or do you make it part of your meditation? And since we were in a nature reserve, I was thinking to myself, isn't it fantastic that we all share this space and have a good time? Our meditation group had a good time, that couple had a good time. So I became, instead of irritated, I turned it around and became grateful, thankful that they were there, that they shared the space with us, and thankful that they had a good time. And my whole state of being changed into a state of gratitude. So we used a distraction, we used an moment of irritation, turn it around to something productive, something positive, and it created a state of gratitude. And that's also a very nice state to be in. Gratitude is the universal key to manifestation. When we are in a grateful state, also our body's physiology changes. So we release more hormones that are good for our body, that promote cell repair, that remove damaged cells from our body. A grateful state, we can't be angry, we can't be in stress either. So it is totally possible to change your perspective on certain things that you more or less can't control and create a positive and productive and helpful state of being out of that. Other distractions can be, of course, like I said, your family, friends, or whatever, that it's never quiet in the house. But you can also be grateful for your kids that are running around. Be grateful for them, that they share that space with you. And all of a sudden, it changes your whole meditation. When you are in public transport or you are on a plane, for example, most of the time there's an engine sound, especially on the plane. You can use that as a sound to kind of dull you into a meditative state. So use sounds, rhythmic sounds also, especially for the train, for example. You can think about that ka-ding, 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 that riding over the rails. You can use that as a meditation as well. I kind of did that when I was younger, kind of not knowing very well, kind of unconscious state of doing that. I was often traveling by train from to the university and back to my house, and I always used the train for that. And that sound from the train, you can get you easily into a meditative state. So try some things when you are going through your week this week. Maybe you take public transport this week and try to do a meditation session, a short one, and just notice what you can use in your meditation around you. And that's also what we're going to focus on today. So we're going to be more mindful, more present today. We're still doing heart-brain coherence, but we're going to use our surroundings in that as well. Sometimes I hear people on Instagram especially saying that they hear my clock during the meditation, the clock in my living room here. So somehow the microphone on my phone that I recorded on records the clock as well. So you might, if it's very quiet around you, you might even use that sound as a meditation tool. Okay. What do you think? Shall we get started? Great. So find a comfortable position. Make sure you have good enough support. Just follow along. I won't say anything strange except one thing, and that is breathe through your heart at a certain point. Of course, that is not possible. But by imagining breathing through your heart, you create a very special, very good kind of heart rhythm variation, which is very beneficial for your nervous system. So even if you think, I can't breathe through my heart, what are you saying? Just imagine doing that. It creates that special focus, so you know. Great, let's start by centering ourselves as always, especially for those that had a long day, that want just to remove the day, just to let everything go and getting comfortable in a moment of for you, just for yourself. So take a nice deep inhale through your nose, exhale through your mouth, lower your shoulders, loosen your jaw, close your eyes. Breathe all the way out and then breathe in again through your nose. Fill those lungs with air and breathe out through your mouth and let the day go. Let the day go. Settle down, relax your body even more. Feel yourself getting centered, and one more time a nice deep inhale through your nose. Exhale through your mouth. Settle down. Get into that center. Very good. And breathe normally. Breathe like you usually do. And now make sure that you breathe a little slower and a little deeper than usual. A little slower and a little deeper. Just to tell your body that it is in a safe place. Try a 5-second inhale, 5-second exhale. Also notice where in your body you feel your breath the most. Maybe you feel your breath the most in your nostrils. Or maybe you feel your breath the most in the back of your throat. Or maybe you feel your breath the most in your chest or your tummy. Just notice where in your body you feel your breath the most. And put your focus, put your attention on that spot where you feel your breath the most. And notice how you are breathing through that point. How are you breathing through that focus point? Do you notice the colder air flowing in and the warmer air flowing out? For a little while, try to follow your breath as you breathe through that point. During this session, there are going to be some minutes of silence, and then you might notice your mind wandering off, your thoughts being all over the place all of a sudden. And that's okay. It's good that you notice that, because then you can, without any judgment, get back to your breath. So don't worry if you notice your mind wandering off, that's okay. Just get back to your breath, and please without any judgment. So as you breathe through that focus point, I want you to move your focus into your heart space. So focus on your heart space. You can help by putting your hand on your chest, right there where your heart is. is to focus even more on your heart. And now imagine that you are breathing through your heart. So breathing in through your heart, out through your heart, in through your heart, out through your heart. Continue breathing through your heart. Nice and calm, nice and slow. And breathing through your heart like this create a very harmonious heart rhythm. A heart rhythm that goes up and down in a very balanced, harmonious way. And since our heart is connected to our nervous system, that balance will also happen in our nervous system. And our nervous system is connected to all the other organs in our body. So also all our organs start to get balanced in the same way as we balance our heart rhythm. And that creates the optimal flow of information between our heart and our other organs, and especially the brain. So as you are breathing through your heart, I want you to sense the world around you. Sense the world around you with your eyes closed. While you breathe through your heart, just sense the world around you. Listen to any sounds in the room you are in. Can you picture the room you are in your mind's eye? Can you feel yourself sitting in your room, in your chair or on your cushion? Breathe through your heart and feel more and more present in the room, in the space you are in right now. And in a moment, we're going to be silent for a few minutes. And you might notice sounds around you, or sounds from the room I'm in, coming through my microphone and through your speaker. And notice what this does to you. Do you find them distracting? Maybe you get irritated. So notice the feelings and emotions you get from any sounds or other distractions in the room you are in. And if you feel distracted, if you feel irritated, if you feel anything else, use this meditation to think about if you are okay with those feelings and emotions, or if you want to switch them, turn them around to something else. If there's something bothering you, for example, the neighbors making a noise, someone mowing their lawn in the garden, can you turn it around to a state of gratitude? Being happy for the people around you that are right now a distraction. Can you be happy for them that they are around you, that you have them in your life, that they are healthy and well and therefore can distract you? So during the next few minutes, observe, be the observer of your life, be the observer of your reactions to the things around you. And see what you can do with those feelings and emotions. And keep breathing through your heart during those minutes. I'll be back in 2 to 3 minutes. Okay, very good. Now, if you notice all of a sudden that you got distracted by your thoughts, get back to your breath right now. Focus on your heart space. Breathe through your heart. And if you aren't in a state of gratitude right now, that's okay. Just to finish things, we're going to get into a state of gratitude. So I want you to think about a time in your life where you felt great gratitude. Or find something in your life you feel grateful for. It could be a person, could be a pet, could be an experience you had recently or a long time ago where you were grateful. So think about a time in your life, or a person, or a pet, or anything else in your life you feel grateful for. There's always something. As you breathe through your heart, I want you to relive that moment of gratitude inside of you, as if it is happening right now. So visualize that moment, visualize that person, visualize that pet. Not only visualize it, but feel being right there, right now. Feel the gratitude as you relive that moment. Breathe through your heart and let every cell in your body vibrate with that feeling of gratitude. And create that very strong inner experience. Make it as real as possible. Let every organ, every cell in your body vibrate with that feeling. Fill your whole body with that feeling of gratitude. And it's okay if you notice a smile on your face. It's okay if you notice a warmth going through your body. Some people even feel a light sensation, like their body emits light. Those are just reactions from your body. Your body doesn't know the difference between an outer experience and a very strong inner experience. It will react in the same way. So if you feel gratitude right now, just not only fill your body with gratitude, if it's full with gratitude, just radiate it outwards. Radiate it outwards into that field, that electromagnetic field that your heart creates. That field that gets so strong and big when you breathe through your heart. Really go for it. Okay, very good. Now let's get back again to the present moment as we slowly get back out of our meditation. So focus again on the room you are in. Notice any sounds in the room, becoming more and more present. Breathe normally again. Take a nice inhale. And as you exhale, then slowly move your body back and forth and from side to side. You might want to wiggle with your fingers and toes, becoming more and more present, more and more awake. When you are ready, open your eyes. Welcome back, welcome back. And I hope you created such a great big experience of gratitude that it still is inside of you, that you took that with you from your meditation and uh, onwards throughout the rest of your day. Great, so thank you for joining. I hope you liked this session. Again, dealing with distractions, irritations that come up during your meditation, different ways of reacting to it. You can either change your perspective and make it a part of your meditation, or you can even use it, depending on what kind of distraction it is, you can even use it as a tool to get into a meditative state, like engine sounds, train riding over the rails, um, people talking, whatever. So try to play around with it as you do your daily meditations. Uh, so yeah. Inspiration for you, Club. Thank you very much. Grateful you're amazing. You're amazing too. Thank you for joining almost every week in these sessions. Marta, thank you to you as well. And again, we'll be back next week. If you have a question, if you have a suggestion for a theme, I'm very happy to hear it. Then I don't have to come up with one myself. So I'm very grateful for any suggestions. And if you want to do a completely different kind of meditation, you can suggest that as well. If you want to know more about some technique or anything, just ask and we try to incorporate that in our next session. For those that are listening to the recording, you might have noticed there was no music this time. That's because we had that silent meditation where we don't want the music to distract you, but maybe things in your surroundings. So that's why we didn't have music this time during the recording. And for those that that are live right now with us and want to listen to the recording, the recording will be out for Patreon supporters already. Within the hour. High quality version audio recording of this session. And for those that aren't Patreon supporters, the session will come out as a podcast on many different platforms in the coming days. Great. Have a wonderful rest of your day and evening. Thank you for joining. Be safe, take good care, and namaste.